How's it going? I'm Toby Turner, and this is Cooking with Agent. Whoa!
Hello and welcome to episode number 28 of Cooking with Agent. Today we're going to be making old-fashioned broccoli casserole from scratch. What you're going to need for this: you're going to need 8 ounces of fresh mushrooms sliced, 1 small onion diced, 4 cloves of garlic minced, 2 bunches of fresh broccoli, or you could just get some frozen, it's up to you. I got some fresh broccoli I've already chopped up into nice little pieces here. For your cheese sauce, you're going to need a 1/4 cup of butter and a 1/4 cup of flour, 3 cups of milk I've already warmed up in the microwave. You're going to need some cheddar cheese and some Parmesan cheese for the topping. You're going to need a little splash of white wine for the cheese sauce. That's up to you if you want to put it in there. If not, you don't have to. You're going to need some miscellaneous bread. I'm just using some hot dog buns I got left over here from the bakery. That's going to go for the topping. You're also going to need a casserole dish of sorts. And various graters. For the grating the cheese, it's if you grate it yourself. Otherwise, you could buy it in packets. I prefer to grate it myself as I know it's fresh and yummy. All right, let's get started. Okay, I got my saute pan warm here on medium heat. Tip in a little bit of olive oil. Spread it around. Kind of put in the onions and mushrooms. Spread them around. I'm going to cook them like this for about 3 minutes, and we're going to go ahead and tip our wine in. So the idea is to sprinkle just a little bit of salt in. The salt helps extract the moisture from the mushroom. Okay, 3 minutes have gone by. Time to tip in your wine. We're going to reduce this down to a paste. Once it becomes a paste and the onions are transparent, we're going to go ahead and pull this out and set it aside. Okay, once you reduce down to a paste, go ahead and dump in your garlic. We're just going to cook this for about a minute like this, just to infuse the garlic flavor. It's amazing. Okay, you're looking for your onion mushroom mixture to look something like this. We're just going to pull this out and set it aside for right now and go on to the next part. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and blanch our broccoli. We're just going to lightly cook it in the boiling water for about 5 minutes. Then we're going to pull it out, and abruptly we're going to put it in the strainer and set it aside. Okay, now we're going to make the roux for our cheese sauce or Monet sauce or whatever you want to call it. Go ahead and put your butter in. I'm using unsalted butter. Everything else is going to have salt, so I really don't want to overdo it with the salt. Let's go ahead and melt your butter in the pan. You want to make sure you have all your stuff handy for this part. So I got my milk sitting right next door to the pan and my flour. You don't want it to walk away while you're doing this. It would not be good if it burnt. Alright, butter's melted. Go ahead and dump your flour in, 1/4 cup flour, 1/4 cup butter. Make your roux. Scrape up any little bits in the bottom of the pan. They're great for flavor. So I sauteed the onions and mushrooms down there. Now if you don't like the mushrooms or the onions, you could leave them out. That's up to you. Just going to cook this roux for about minute or so till it starts making you'll get an almond smell coming off of it. This way your flour is nice and cooked. And go ahead and start tipping in your milk. A little bit at a time. See it thickening up real quick there. Nice. And put some more milk in. Basically, you just keep doing this until all your milk is incorporated, and you have a thick bechamel type sauce. Okay, here we are about 8 minutes later. Our sauce is nice and thick, got a nice bechamel type sauce going. I got about 2 cups of cheddar cheese I grated up here. Just gonna dump that in and mix it up. Now we're transforming our bechamel sauce into a cheese sauce, or a Monet sauce, I believe is the correct pronunciation. With this being so simple, I don't know why people always used a can of creamy mushroom soup to make this. This is so much better. You avoid all that MSG and stuff that comes with the can of soup. Keep it all nice and natural. There you go. Check that out. Nice orange cheese sauce. Okay, good time to go ahead and dump in your mushroom, onion, and garlic mixture. This could also be a cheese and mushroom soup, if you could call it that too, if you didn't use it for the casserole. It's pretty tasty that way. Sometimes I get some extra. I'll take that and just have a bowl of this. A little fattening, but hey, every once in a while it's not bad for you. If you do it every day, that's a different thing. Okay, let's go ahead and check for thickness. Take yourself a spoon, finger across the back. If it sticks to it like that, you're in good shape. And that tastes really, really good. You can go ahead and season it up, a little salt, a little pepper, and we're ready for the next step. Okay, next, you're going to go ahead and take your butter and just lightly butter your casserole dish. You can use Pam or pretty much whatever you want with this. Just tapping that butter out. It works. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and dump in a bit of our broccoli. About half of it there. And start spooning some of your cheese sauce or cheesy mushroom soup or whatever you want to call it. It's good stuff either way. Spoon some of that over it. Make sure it sinks in. It's important. Grate some cheese over it. Or you could use the packaged stuff. It's just how I like to do it. Now we got a little cheese there. Go ahead and dump the rest of your broccoli mixture on top. Spread it out. Spoon some of your cheese sauce on top. Or Monet sauce or whatever you want to call it. I'm not 100% sure on the correct term, but I'll call it cheese sauce. Go ahead and spread that out just a little bit. We want to have it nice and mixed so we don't have any dry broccoli. Nothing worse than some dry broccoli in a casserole. Okay, I'm going to set this aside for a minute while I go ahead and get the bread topping ready. I'll go over that with you here in 2 seconds. Okay, I got 3 cups of bread here cut into cubes. It's fresh bakery bread. Gonna go ahead and dump some butter in. I'm starting out with about 1/4 cup. May need slightly more, may not. It's kind of like how you do stuffing for turkey. You just mix it up. Some will spill out and jump around. Mix thoroughly till it's all coated. Okay, gonna want to go ahead and sprinkle some cheddar cheese on top. About 1 cup. I'm gonna take our bread topping and just very ever so gently pour it over the top. Spread it around. Pat it down just a little bit. It's going to turn a golden brown when it's done. I like to take just a little bit of fresh Parmesan cheese and sprinkle it on top like this. Make a nice crust. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and put this in the oven at 375 degrees and bake about 30 minutes or till the top's golden brown and it's nice and bubbly. Let's do that. I'm hungry. Okay, here we are. This is about 30 minutes later. All our bread's got a nice golden brown. Our cheese is melted all nicely on top the way I wanted it to be. And you're going to want to go ahead and let this sit for 5 or 10 minutes after you get it out of the oven so everything congeals together. After this sits for just a couple minutes, we're going to go ahead and cut into it and do the ultimate test. Okay, here's the first scoop. First scoop's always the messiest. Go ahead and give it the ultimate test here. A little bit of broccoli, a little bit of the nice bread action. Oh, that's so good. Yummy. Yumminess. Thank you for watching episode number 28 of Cooking with Agent, where we made the old-fashioned broccoli casserole from scratch. Full recipe is in the description below. If you'd like to follow me on my Twitter, it's at real, REALAGNT96. And links to my other social networks are in the description below, along with the full recipe. If you have any suggestions for anything you would like to see me make, post it down in the comment section down below, and I'll see what I can do. Click the annotation on the left-hand side to see last week's video where I made spinach quiche. Thank you for watching. Bye. Okay, next you're just going to go ahead and do nothing. Water in the pan. Can't do that. That's a fail. That's an epic fail. Okay. That'd be a good blooper. And let's try this again. Okay. If you have any suggestions of something you would like for me to make in the future, please post your suggestions in the description below, or